My people, welcome back to this page. Welcome back to Base Analysis page. It's your boy Base in the house, man. We've had a very, very good week. At least we were able to dilute the tension and the pressure that team put me on that. But let's get over it. This is the weekend preview. Weekend preview, yeah. So matches coming up like Crystal Palace Man City is going to be happening tonight. Uh, Arsenal, uh, Aston Villa Arsenal, which is going to be happening on Monday. So from that end to that end, and that on that Monday too, which is going to be the final transfer window day, I will be dropping a video on Tuesday to drop my whole Premier League predictions, hot takes, first manager I feel I'll probably get sacked. Um, let's see, a lot of things which will be included in that video. So you guys should be ready and watch out. So I'll first talk back about that Chelsea match and wow, it was quite entertaining. It was impressive. As time passes, I'm beginning to like appreciate Jao Pedro more. I like Jao Pedro, but I just feel he's not a striker. I feel more it's more like a false nine kind of player, but he can do both. He's morphosizing Abi. How did they talk? He's sharp turning into that hurricane kind of player whereby he can drop deep, he can make runs in behind. He's really, really impressive man. I didn't see this coming when I was in Watford. I didn't expect him to be such a he didn't show so much promise like that that I felt like it was going to be that I would feel like it's going to be even in Brighton, I didn't really feel like it was going to be so special. But Jao Pedro is impressive and that Chelsea's front three, I have to be scared of them. But this is the beginning of the season. I don't really rate your season yet till after like 10 games. I cannot say just like Tottenham, first 5, 6 matches they were winning, then all of a sudden. So till after 10 games, that's when I now look at the table. That okay, what's happening? That's when you can now say, okay, these people are the ones that are probably going to fight for Europe. These people are the ones that this person might go for the title. But when it comes to title, I feel that December, end of December, then you'll not be able to say, okay, these are people that are fighting for the title. But till then, let's see how it goes. So first of all, Chelsea to Fulham game, it was quite entertaining. It was lovely. Kudos to Alonso. Alonso is actually a very, very good tactical coach in the sense that the way he blends his team, switching it from 3-4-3 to 4-3-3 to 4-2-3-1, he knows how to make it work, and it's quite impressive because, like, for instance, we have an issue playing against a 3-4-3 formation or a 3-5-2 formation, Alonso cannot have that issue because he mainly sees his team can cope. He knows how to blend, he knows what to do. So I hope Carrick too probably is able to grow into that kind of tactical level. But let's see how it goes. So now let's first go into the transfers. Aston Villa, they are making good moves. Though they've let players go. Tammy Abraham has left. They've bought in uh, Nicolas Jackson. Chelsea, Chelsea should please. Chelsea should open. They should start a course in Harvard about how to sell players because I don't know how Chelsea do it. Though if their whole transfer model is not good in terms of they are not keeping their most of the players they keep are their extremely expensive players, and they are not even able to like win. They are not being able to prosper or to win silverware with it. But when it comes to just purely buying a player and selling it for large fees, I don't know how they do it. Like, fuck. This guy literally after 14 million euros loan fee that Bayern paid for last season, they're selling it for 65 million pounds to Aston Villa. That is basically almost 80 million price for 80 million for Nicolas Jackson. They were able to get this guy out, Santos for 50 million. Me too, I said this guy is a little bit overpriced, but in the future it might be worth it. Who again have they sold? I think they sold Dilap for 50 million. Dilap for 50 million. Who again have they sold? I think they're about to sell Guy for 15 million. They want 25 million. The people that want to get him want 15 million. Like, I don't know how Chelsea do it, but they sell so well. The money they are making off sales is quite crazy, but kudos to them, man. you I did this life sometimes you cannot win everywhere, but they are winning. They should just open a course in Harvard. Let Man U, let Arsenal, let some teams, let them come and sit down, let them get coached. Let them get coached so that at least they will learn one or two because like Man U now, I don't know what to say. Concerning we've gotten Baleba deal, I think I already said it, and that's I'm happy about the deal. I'm not excited, but I'm happy. At least now we've had three midfielders, so I'm happy about it. And from what I'm hearing, Zexi is probably going to leave. I just hope we get a good replacement. Mateta is not going to be a bad replacement, but I don't know if Crystal Palace would let him go. Concerning with what is happening in terms of how late it is in during the window, and for the left back, since Baldi is already out of the equation, maybe we should just go and pick the Spanish guy, the 19-year-old. But let's see how it goes. Because if you pick the 19, I'm not even going to be mad about it. Why? Because um, Dogu, like this, is clear to everybody that Dogu cannot be someone you start week in, week out. You can only start him as a left winger in big matches that is going to we need duels. When you are playing against Liverpool at Anfield, playing against Arsenal at the Emirates, those are the places where he has space behind and he can go into tackles and all. Those are the matches. Apart from that, he will probably be filling in as left back once in a while, and the other guy that he gets probably will fill in as left back. So I feel that is going to be a fine solution for United for Patrick Dogu. But when it now comes to the forward line, we need someone to replace X. I don't know how we are going to do it, but it's not long anymore now. By Monday, everything is going to be over. So I don't need to be saying I'm waiting now. If we don't get it, we don't get it. That's what's going to happen. So now let's go into the weekend preview. And the matches here are quite testy. Crystal Palace Man City. I don't really see anything going for Crystal Palace. They are not really in a good place presently. And Munoz is even probably going to leave Crystal Palace so Nottingham Forest, which is not a good site at all. So this guy Oliver Glasner wants Munoz at Nottingham Forest, and I don't know if Crystal Palace will agree to do. So I believe it's going to be an easier win for Man City, probably maybe a two nil win. Why? Because Man City they are not yet at their optimal best. But I believe it's just be a 2-0 win. Liverpool Nottingham Forest. Now this is a very tricky game. This is because Nottingham Forest they know how to play Liverpool. And they have a record against Liverpool. Nottingham Forest, like I think in their last three matches, I think they've won all three or they've won two, drawn one, and at Anfield for that matter. So it's a very very dicey game. And guess who is playing them again? Is Oliver. Oliver has I think last season he beat Liverpool like three times out of four games. So it's not for me at Anfield first game of the season. Before Liverpool played against Newcastle, I'm not so convinced. I will just be fair and give it a 2-2. A 2-2. Bournemouth, Everton. Everton, they're a very dicey proposition. You don't know what you are going to get basically, especially now with Indai is probably going to leave. So it's very I don't know the word to use presently, but it's very dicey over there. Bournemouth, at least we know what you are going to get with Bournemouth. They are a transition team in terms of they always lose players and they always bring players in, so they have a way to adapt. And with the coach leaving, it's a big deal, but I feel they'll be able to pull out maybe a 1-0 win. I feel it's going to be a 1-0 win for Bournemouth. Coventry Hall, this out of the hits that I have for Hall presently, I'm giving Coventry a 2-1 win. And forget hits, I feel it's going to be a 2-1 win. I feel Coventry will have too much for Hall. Actually, it's going to be at Coventry's home. Man U, they were just I don't know the word to use, but Coventry should win 2-1. Tottenham Newcastle. For someone that did not believe Newcastle will offer anything this season, I have to take back my words because I did not believe Newcastle will offer anything this season. But I feel they they have a plan, and it looks like the plan might actually be able to work with the likes of Wisa. Wisa looks like a different player. Damn, that guy looks like a different player. So Wisa looks like a different player. They still have Elanga is performing. Harvey Barnes is a very very big deal. Um, with their midfield, I think is it Miley? What's that guy's name? With this guy Nico Williams to Nico Gonzalez of Man City that he just got. I feel Newcastle will be a good proposition going forward. But for this specific match, Um, Tottenham too. Tottenham, their attack is very poor presently. With all they have, their attack is poor. So you cannot even guarantee what they will give you. But with the likes of Savinho, the match can become a little bit tasty. So I feel the match is going to be a 2-2 draw. Chelsea Brighton. For Chelsea Brighton, yeah. And I think Chelsea Brighton, okay, that's Sunday. So Chelsea Brighton, that match, both teams are on form. So I feel it will be a goals galore, though it's his first match here, but I feel it's going to be a goals galore match. And Brighton, they've always had I think for the last 2 seasons, I think Brighton always they've always had the better of Chelsea for the last, either they get a draw or they go with the 3 points. So I don't know. I will predict, for me personally, I'm going to predict a 2-2 draw for Chelsea Brighton. I just feel it's just going to be a stalemate. Brighton, the Hotla he's a very, very tactical coach, and he knows how to blend the team. Their performance yesterday for the Conference League, I think they literally battered this. I think it was like 4 or 5 at a point. So I don't even know the final score. So um coming to Brentford, Leeds Brentford. Uh Leeds Brentford. I will say 2-1 Leeds. 2-1 Leeds. And basically, because of Leeds already lost, I think they lost their first match. So this is going to be at home. And their Leeds, their stadium it's crazy. People that people that have been to their stadium, apart from Man U fans, because for Man U fans it's a hell. But for other fan base, they always say that stadium is crazy in terms of the atmosphere is. And with Leeds, they have players, they have the quality. So I feel they'll be able to just get one over Brentford. So it's just going to be a 2-1 win to Leeds. And Sunderland Fulham, afternoon on Sunday. Sunderland Fulham. Mm, it's spicy, spicy, spicy. Sunderland will have too much for Fulham. Fulham will give it a try, but I'm giving it a 2-1 Sunderland win. And Manchester United Ipswich. See, I'm just going to say it as it is. 4-0. If they don't win, if first things first, if they win a 2-0 but a convincing 2-0, no problem. If the match is even in a way, if it's not a 4-0, I'm going to be angry because they have to like they have to lap that the pain I went through. They have to make me feel like okay, we won, yes, but we won with you get. And I want Ipswich to play there at the back. I'm begging you to just play there at the back. I want to see how, if we are not able to respond, Carrie should start thinking of what to do with his life because I don't get how this thing will be your problem since last season and you've not found a solution to it. So please, please, I'm expecting the fun news at Old Trafford. Make me happy, I beg. Make me happy. It's on Sunday, so at least I know that okay, I'm going to be starting my weekend with a good fun new victory. Aston Villa Arsenal. That match. I believe Arsenal should cook Aston Villa like they should cook Aston Villa, but there is Aston Villa, they bought good players. Goretzka, I love that guy. Goretzka is a lovely player. They've actually bought good players, but I don't know if those good players will be available to play that match. So I feel Arsenal will have they have that edge already. Even apart from Arsenal being the better team, they already have that edge of they don't have Aston Villa don't have the quality to match Arsenal with the squad that is available presently. So I feel it's going to be a 0-2 or 0-1. So Arsenal to win 1-0. So I think that's going to be all for my predictions. We are still expecting the transfer rush because the rush is coming soon and we expect a lot of things to still happen. I really hope Man U should take advantage. Just maybe get me a Mateta. And after getting me a Mateta, get a left back and let's see how the season goes. We need somebody that is aerially good because Rashford is giving now everybody, all Man U fans are now shouting, "My Rashford must start next match, start next match." And me, I've been seeing it. See, you when you realize, especially like Rashford now is a player he has always preferred taking the shot first. But now he has turned to a player that wants to create. And I always love players that want to create. It helps them adjust their IQ in the game. It helps them become unpredictable because before you know, when you just realize that this player is always trying to create and know, you tend to want to mark his next pass. And when you're marking his next pass, you give him space. Before you know, there's space for him to run into, blah blah blah. So honestly, I believe there's a lot to come from Marcus Rashford this season, and I believe a lot of people are underestimating his output, and his output is going to increase this season. So you guys should watch out for Marcus Rashford. Have him in your fantasy league. I mean, I'm going to put him after September window. Rashford is probably the one that's going to go into my slots, depending on how I see how they are going to be inserting Cunha and all. So have a lovely day. Enjoy your weekend. Premier League match day resumes tonight with Crystal Palace Man City. So let all of us enjoy ourselves because it still feels like it's just coming back. So take care. Like, share, subscribe, and please click that follow button. Peace.